गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुस्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರವೇ ನಮಃ. ಏನೇನೋ ಕಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಏನದು? ಇದು ಕಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಏನು? ಅಬ್ಬಾ, ನನ್ನ ಕನ್ನಡಕನೇ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಯಿತು. एवं सर्वथा निष्प्रपंचत्वे. Question. The student is asking a question. Is it okay? The student is asking a question. Evam sarvatha nishprapanchatve. That you are totally free from the world. In deep sleep, you have not left the world outside. When you are in deep sleep, see, you go to deep sleep, we don't say. See the sentence, there is a difference. When you go to sleep, when you come to waking state, if you talk like that, the student while listening, he gets the impression of going and coming and all that. We don't say, watch this thing, when you are in deep sleep. So I am not talking of going and coming. So I am not talking of time between the states. There is no time between the states. So from the standpoint of sleep, or as the experience of deep sleep is, we are directly talking of the experience of deep sleep. Okay. Nishprapanchatve, you are free from the world. When you are in deep sleep, you are means when you look at from the experience of deep sleep, there is no world. World means there is no state. State means waking and dream are the states. Waking or dream both are same, therefore the waking state is not there. So we don't say waking state itself is not there. We only say waking state is to the waking person only. Waking state is there to the waking person, not to the sleeping person. See the difference. Waking state is experienced by the waking person. When you cease to be the waking person, the person who has ceased, the state goes with him. The state goes with the person who ceased to exist. That means the waking state is with the waking person. Now there is no waking person, now there is no waking state also. So you can't say you left out the waking state outside. You can't say that you have left the waking state outside and you are in the deep sleep. Outside means where? Where do you live? The waking state is not in a place, that we have already told, because time and space are present in the state. Time and space are experienced in the state. Therefore, state as a whole has no place. State as a whole has no location, has no place. Okay. State as a whole has no place. Therefore, where do you leave it? You come from that place, you leave the chair and come here, because chair has a place. So you can leave it there. But when you leave the waking state, means what? When you are not leaving the waking state means when you are not the waking person. When you leave the waking state, it means, don't take literally, you are not the waking person. Means when you are not waking person, you are your natural self, that is deep sleep. When you are your natural self means you are not dreaming yet. You are not dreaming. Dreaming means waking is a dream only. So you are not dreaming means you are not assumed a waking individuality. Then there is no waking state. It is to the waking individual there is a waking state. You cease to be waking individual, there is no waking state. To whom? To the deep sleep. To the experience of deep sleep, there is no waking state. So therefore, sarvatha nishprapanchatve, if you are totally free from the state, etad vilakshanam brahmano rupam, if we understand that Atma is totally free from the world, then what is there? What remains to be learnt more? Then we have understood Brahma. We have understood the truth. So, kim brahmano rupam avashishyate. What more is left out to be learnt now? Yena chaturtha padopi pradarshate. Because Upanishad says, Soyam Atma Chatushpad. Upanishad in the beginning says, this Atma consists of 4 padas. Pada means 4 steps. 4 steps. 4 padas within the Atma, not outside the Atma. 4 steps are not like steps of any staircase, one after the other, not outside. They are within the Atma. There Shankaracharya himself says in that Mandukya Upanishad, they are within the Atma like you take 1 rupee, 100. Out of that you take 25, 1 quarter. 1 quarter is the waking state. Then you join with swapna. When you join with dream, that quarter rupee becomes half rupee. Because you joined the quarter rupee with the dream. Then that half rupee is together, waking and dream. Then that joins with 3/4 of a rupee. Okay? 3/4, 3/4 rupee. That is Sushupti. Then when you join the complete rupee, whole rupee, that is Turiya. So it is one within that. It is like, or in other words, modern way, smaller circle is part of a bigger circle, then bigger circle, then ultimately no circle. I think this is better. Because in those days, I don't know, Shankaracharya didn't give this example of circle. We give the circle. We leave out that rupee, because rupee example was Shankara himself gave. We leave out the rupee. We take of a circle. Waking state is one circle, one given circle. Dream means the waking merges with the bigger circle, larger circle, that then waking merges with the dream. That means the inner circle is wiped out, you become bigger circle of dream. Then the dream circle is further wiped out and merges into a still bigger one, that is deep sleep. Then the deep sleep itself ceases to be a circle, then you are infinite. This is how you learn the state. So states have to be seen not outside, but you are expanding into larger, ultimately you are the whole. Similarly, here, Chaturtha Pada, after knowing the 3rd Pada, deep sleep, then what remains to be learned? What remains to be learned means, is there another step which the Upanishad is talking about? Why does the Upanishad talk about the 4th Pada? 4th itself is called in Sanskrit Turiya. Chaturtha, Turiya, both are synonyms. Chaturtha means 4. 4th, Turiya also means 4th. So, Turiya, Chaturtha means 4th one. 4th means in the sequence of teaching, that is the 4th. Otherwise, numbering is not possible. Numbering you can do anyway. You start from here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, this is 5th. You start from here, this is 5th. Now, should we call it 1st or 5th? Depending upon how you count. Because numbering is not important. It is only to say that after this it is coming, that's all. Similarly, it is larger than 3 states. Therefore, we call 4th, that's all. After learning 3 steps, you come to the last step, therefore you call 4th. But never call it a 4th by its nature. It is neither, there is no numbering for it. Since you are coming from waking, one after the other, we say it is a 4th. But circle also, there is no 4th circle. Because the first circle, by expanding the first circle, it merges with the dream circle. So there are no 2 circles. Waking circle is gone, dissolved into dream circle. Dream circle is dissolved to deep sleep circle. So you are not retaining circles. Each circle dissolves into another. Ultimately, when deep sleep is dissolved, there is no circle at all. So you become without circle, whole infinite. Therefore, don't retain the circles in your mind, because each step you are merging into the higher. When you are merged, it doesn't exist. Ultimately, no circle. Therefore, the last one is no circle. Turiya is not a state. Turiya is not a step. It is a stepless. It is what you say? It is no circle at all. It is no step. It is the truth. For others we say this Karyalaya is the last step, is a destination. For a person who comes from outside, you call this as a destination. A person who is already living here, how can you call it destination? Similarly, this also, Turiya is yourself. So you are not reaching Turiya because you thought that you are away from yourself. By understanding, I have never been away, that is wrong, therefore I am what I am. I have been this, I have been this, I am this. So Turiya is only just a name given from the other standpoint. Otherwise, itself is no number. It has no number, it is numberless, you can say. You have to say it is numberless. Okay. So Chaturtha Padopi Pradarshate. Student is asking Kincha Katham va Atmano Bhuta Bhavishadvatishad Rupadvam Pratignyayate Shritya iti Chitriyate Manmanaha. Naschatra Kinchit Chitram. Secondly, he is putting the second question also. First, Guruji answers the second question first and the first question last. What is the second question? You said that Atma knows present, past and future all together. How does Atma know past, present and future? Can anybody know past? Every person exists in present alone, isn't it? Every person lives in present. Nobody can know future. Nobody can know past. Because past is gone. You have come out of the past event. You can only have a memory of the past. You can't have experience of the past. You can't have an experience of the past because you have come away from it. You left it and came away. You only have a memory. Memory is not an experience. Okay? Memory is not an experience. Memory is only a thought. Then future is also thought because it is not yet come. Since it is only an imagination, since it has not yet come, therefore it is only imagination. Future is imagination, past is only a thought, so present is the only experience. So how can you say Atma knows all three, past, present and future? Trikala Druk, Trikala Vit, we call in Sanskrit. Trikala Vit, Trikala Druk means one who knows the three kalas, all the three kalas. How does he know? He says, Naschatra Kinchit Chitram, nothing to be surprised, it is there, it is natural. He says, I'll show you. Guruji answers, Yatak Karano Padikam Rupam Prajna Sanyakam. Because Prajna, Sushupti, we call Prajna, all consciousness. Prajna is all consciousness. All consciousness Prajna, or you can say omniscient Prajna, is an omniscient. Prajna, Tenasya Nirupadikam Rupam Varnaniyam Avashishyate. Prajna is the cause. Prajna is the cause of the world. Though we have reached the third step happens to be cause of the waking state. It is a cause. So, the next step, Turiya, is yet to be understood. What is Turiya? It is neither cause nor effect. Cause is still a relative name. Cause is a still relative name. See, in gold and ornament, we say ornament is the effect, gold is the cause. Cause means material cause. It is a material which constitutes the cause of ornament. So, that cause is still a relative term, isn't it? You call something a cause only with reference to effect. If there is no effect, you can't call it a cause. A cause is only related to effect. It is a relative name. Similarly here, Tenasya Nirupadikam Rupam Varnaniyam Avashishyate. Therefore, Sushupti Sushupti being a cause, you have to understand yet one more step, which is free from even cause. Means it doesn't cause anything, there is no cause and effect also. Even that relationship of cause and effect is gone, it is just non-dual. So that fourth step is still is yet to be understood. Okay. Rupam varnaniyam avashishyate shrutivakya sheshena hyevametat avagamyate. Regarding the third pada, regarding the deep sleep, the Upanishad says, the deep sleep, Esha Sarveshwaraha. Deep sleep is Ishvara. Ishvara means he is a God of the universe. The name God is a relative name, isn't it? A father, a mother. When you say father or a mother, an individual himself can't be a mother or father. He is a father with reference to his son. She is a mother with reference to his child. She is a mother with reference to child. If there is no child, you can't call her mother. Similarly, Ishvara is Ishvara with reference to Jiva and the world. In relationship with when there are Jiva and world, you call him Ishvara. That means it is a relative name. So, Ishvara is a relative name with reference to Jivas, with reference to world. Then we ask you, what is himself, on himself? On himself, by himself, what is he? You are telling him through, you are introducing him, you are explaining to us through somebody else. Leave somebody, tell me exactly what is he. Therefore, God is only with reference to world, because he is a creator of the world. He is related to the world. He is a father of the world. He is a creator of the world, or creator of jivas. He helps them, sustains them, creates the world, dissolves the world. It is still a relative name. So that is a relational name. It is not his original natural name or natural. What is his nature then? That needs to be understood. If you understand Ishvara up to this, up to Ishvara, all others come. All others means other schools of Vedanta, like Vishuddha Advaita, Advaita, Ramanuja, Madhva, Nimbarka, Vallabha. Everybody come up to Ishvara only. So it is Advaita alone talks one more step. Because they talk of Ishvara, they always make fun of Advaitans. You say Advaita is non-dual? How can you say that? That means, so we say God listens to our prayers. We pray to him, meditate on him, and then offer all our things, puja, worship we do. So God receives our pujas and prayers, and he is kind-hearted, responds to us, and gives us, blesses us, and gives the things which we want. If you say God is non-dual, means he doesn't have any feeling, any thought, you mean God is not compassionate? God doesn't feel sympathy for jivas? If you feel that God doesn't see any jiva, God doesn't have any world at all, that kind of a stony God we don't want. They call Advaitins truth as a stony God. They interpret that way. We listen. See, in India we have no blasphemy. They can explain their way. We have no blasphemy. Anybody can explain, anybody can criticize, any philosopher. So they also criticize Advaitins. They write books. We also read them. We laugh at them. We never try to kill them or do all those things. No arresting, no killing, no abusing. He explains his Siddhanta, his philosophy, and we give answer to our Siddhanta. Each one understand according to his own experience. So let him say. They write books. Not only they write, they teach. Even now, they were here alone. You can see them. Just you walk few steps, there are matas. They talk like this even now. So we also read them, enjoy fun. We enjoy the fun, we enjoy the joke. Our books also, they read and they also laugh. It goes on endlessly. So if Ishvara should respond. If Ishvara is not kind-hearted, doesn't receive, does Ishvara's heart moves with our prayer or not? Tell me. Does Ishvara receive our prayers? At least does he listen to it? If he listens to it, when you see somebody poor person, physically handicapped, suffering, or a small baby, when he is suffering, doesn't your heart move? Don't you feel anything? Then if you don't feel, you are not God. They say God is compassionate. God's heart melts. He listens to the jiva's prayers. So in whatever condition Jiva is, we say, Jiva, whoever he is, whichever religion he belongs to, whichever language he belongs to, whether he is an animal, human being, Rishi or anybody, any Jiva who prays sincerely, it touches the heart of God. He may be a sinner, doesn't matter, still he touches. Only if he is arrogant, God's heart melts, but it doesn't help him. Only thing is, he has to leave his arrogance. When he leaves his arrogance and sincerely prays, in whatever language you pray, whatever name you call, in whatever form you worship, okay, in any direction, any language, any form, you may use an idol also, doesn't matter. You may use an image and you may use any name. He understands. Because whichever name you use, whichever form you use, that you mean, you refer to me, God understands your heart, not your language. See, baby cannot pronounce certain words. A small baby is learning a language. If it uses a wrong word or wrong accent, wrongly pronounce it, certain T and D children cannot pronounce. Okay, T instead of T they call ta. Okay, D they can't pronounce, they call da. Okay, India they call, some of the French language says, I think India they call it. Even now I hear some French people, I say India they call. So babies cannot pronounce da, they pronounce da. So do you understand or not? I say, until you say India, until you say da, I won't respond. Do you say that? So you see his heart, not his language. Language is only simple expression. Therefore, in whichever symbol you use, whichever direction, whether east or west or whichever direction you use, in whatever language you pray to, whether Sanskrit or Hindi or Kannada or in English or any language, whichever direction, whichever symbol you use, any image you use, he understands that you are referring to him. See, we have a shloka in Sanskrit, Tavatatvam najanami kidrushosi maheshwara. Oh God, I don't know what is your nature, what is your form, whether you have hands and legs and ears, whether you have ears or not, how do I know? But therefore, how am I to pray to you? He says, in whatever form you are, to that form my salutations. See, the shloka says, whatever form you have, whether you have a face in a human form or animal form, or I don't know what form, or you look like a tree, I don't know how you look like. You look like a tree, or you look like a mountain, or you look like a river, or you look like a sun. Do you have a face? Do you have ears? You have ears here, or yours upside or downside? We don't know where you have, how you have ears. But whatever way you are, to that you my salutation. So we don't insist on a particular form, particular symbol or anything. It is your sincerity of the heart that touches the heart, Bhagavan, that touches God, and he receives it, he responds. Therefore, we don't insist. There are many ways. Many ways means many symbols, many shlokas. Some people do shloka reading, some people say very whole book reading, some people only do japa, some people do only meditation, some people do dancing also. In whichever form you can offer your prayer, God receives. All the prayers are, it is only sincerity of your heart that counts. Sincerity of the heart that you can offer, and it touches the God's heart, it moves him. Moves means for what? So that when he is moved, he responds to you according to your need, he provides you. If you are suffering from a disease, he will heal you. If you are poor, you need money, he'll give you money. Or if you need food, he'll give you food. Or if you need something else, he'll give you whatever you want. So he may give you, depending upon many other factors, okay, that you leave out. Because some karma also comes. So according to the karma, he has to provide. So partly karma and many other reasons. Anyway, so God responds to you. That means God has a heart. He listens to you. He responds to you. This is what, except Advaitins, all other talk of. We also talk of. We never refuse it. We never reject it. This is also there. God responds to you as long as you are Jiva. Okay. As long as you are a Jiva, as long as you are a Jiva who prays to Bhagavan, who needs to pray, God also responds to that way. But there is another step where you transcend your jivahood. Then Ishvara transcends his Ishvarahood. Then there is no Jiva Ishvara separation. They are one truth. Okay. In that state, now there is nobody to pray, and there is and God's nature of that nature also doesn't exist at that level. So God's nature is related to Jiva. According to Jiva, he responds. When there is no Jiva, he doesn't need to respond. It is like God has got two natures. One is relative nature, another is absolute nature. Okay. Relative nature is in relation alone. I am kind-hearted. I help him. If my kind heart and helping nature is required if somebody is suffering, somebody is poor, or somebody is in trouble. If the person is not in trouble, he has no disease, he is healthy and happy, still I say, no, it is my helping nature, I must give you. And recently I went to one ashram. I lived there for a long time. Somebody says, he gave me dakshina. I told, I don't want. I won't accept it, I told. He says, I give it to everybody. No, even then I won't accept. Then those who want to take, you give them. I won't take, I told. Sannyasi, see, in Shastra, dana is another thing. Dana is different, okay? Dana is you offer it to a person. You put it in your hand. Dana in Sanskrit means, dana means a charity donation. I give up my ownership on this. I give up my ownership and leave it to you. That means hereafter you are the owner of it. I surrender my ownership. I give up my ownership, and hereafter I make you as an owner. This is called dana. But for a sannyasi, you don't donate. First thing is, sannyasi, you are not supposed to give money. We are not supposed to accept money. So, for sake of his needs, some transport, some books or something, for his needs you may offer. Therefore, you don't put it in his hands because he won't become an owner. If you put in your hand, he becomes a owner. Therefore, he won't accept with his hand. You leave it on the ground. So somebody, his disciple or somebody will take it, use it for his things. For his clothes, books or something, anything need. Or if ashram is there, it will go to ashram. Ashram will use it. Or for his food, they will make food and give him. But he can't be owner. So a owner is the one, he can use it, spend it as he likes it. The sannyasi has no ownership. He can't decide how this thing should be used. An owner can decide. Okay? Owner can decide. If the money is there, somebody has to take permission. Can I use it? Somebody has to take permission of the owner. If he is not a owner, nobody need to take my permission. If it is there, anybody can take it. Because I am not a owner. Nobody can take because I have no right to give permission. Who am I to give? I am not a owner. I don't give any permission. I say, if somebody asks me, you say, don't ask me, it is not mine. You ask whosoever it is. It's not mine, I won't ask. I can't give you. I have no right to give you any permission. So, this is the ownership. Therefore, sannyasi is not a owner, so you don't give money in his hand. Okay, directly you won't give, they won't accept it. So that's the idea. So for his needs, it is there. Some disciples or others are there. They use it for his food, clothes and other things. They use it. Or some medicine or something. And he can't decide. If somebody takes away, he won't go and quarrel. If somebody takes, hey, you took me that much, you have to give back. He won't go because there is no lending. He won't do lending. He won't quarrel with him. If he takes away, it is up to him. No question. He doesn't feel the ownership. So, dana, charity, when you donate, you hand over the ownership to somebody else. In sannyasi, you are not handing over the ownership. You are just leaving it. Okay. Here, Ishvara. If Ishvara, this person I am referring to you, in that ashram, he says he wants to give you. I say, I don't need it. Why do you give me? And he says, I am giving it to everybody. He says, then you give them, those who want to take. No, I want to give you. I say, I don't need it. He again and again and again and again, as many days I am, every day 2 to 3 times he tries me. 3 times he tries to me. I think 1 week, 10 days, I was 30 times, 40 times he tried. I say, I won't take, I can't take it. I have no right to take, I won't take, I don't. Still he doesn't leave. So giving should be, what I mean to say through this example is, giving should not be a restlessness, a need of you. Just as hunger is my need. When I am hungry, I have to take the food. If I don't take the food, I become restless, I become weak. Or if I don't take food over a long time, I may die also. Then water also, when I am thirsty, I need water. Similarly, giving donation, is it a need for you? If it is a need, somebody has to accept. If he doesn't accept, he is feeling restless. I could see him, he is feeling restless. He says, I asked that Mathadipati, the head of the Matha, why is he again and again forcing me? I asked, Swamiji, he has got his own problem. His problem is caught, he going to court, big property is lost. So he is being worried and under tension. So he behaves like this. Some odd person, some mental case sometimes keeps on forcing. He gives something like that. He distributes like that. If you don't receive it, he feels restless. Oh, that is his need. See, giving should not become my need, isn't it? If giving is my need, if there is no person, I go in search of a person. Somebody I need to take my thing because I want to give. I want to give, somebody should take. If nobody, suppose we are all rich enough, we don't need your money. This fellow will go mad. This fellow will go mad because he has to give. Because giving is his need. It is his restlessness. He has to give. Similarly, is the nature of God that I have to be kind and compassionate? If I need to be kind and compassionate, I want somebody to be suffering person. There should be a jiva, suffering jiva, so that I can be kind and compassionate. Isn't it? How can God express his compassion if there is no suffering jiva? Then God always wants suffering jivas. This is Advaitins' question. They all get angry. You Advaitins talk like this, but we are telling you simply, you listen. You listen and think over what we taught. Is God's nature being kind and compassionate? If it is nature, then he will be restless. He has to continuously help jivas. He has to continuously help jivas. If there is no miserable jivas, God will go mad. They say there is no jiva at all, no miserable, no suffering jiva. What? Being a Ishvara is a punishment to me. What am I to do? I have to be kind. I have to be compassionate. I have to help somebody. Isn't it? Where will you go? If you have no opportunity to express your kindness, don't you feel restless? That's why you see, people like to play with children. If there is no child for a long time, you feel restless. He says, go somewhere, you go and play with the child. Because you want to express some kind of a kindness, compassionate feeling. Children, you can play with all those things. Otherwise, you feel restless. So similarly, is it a need of God that he has to be kind and compassionate? This is Advaitins' question. Others can't understand. They say, you fellows are atheist. They call Advaitin, you are atheist. You won't understand your God. God is always compassionate. God is compassionate. God is kind-hearted. If God is kind-hearted, sometimes he is angry also. Because when kindness is an emotion, anger is also another emotion. The same kindness, if you don't receive. So he needs jivas to pray to him. If there is an atheist, he says, I don't believe in God. What will the God do? Will he be angry or not? God will be angry. They say, you want to reject me, you want to disobey me, and you say that you don't believe me and tell others that I don't exist. God becomes very angry. Then God also becomes another jiva. Okay, another limited person. Therefore we say, if qualities, emotions are not essential nature of God, he exhibits them for sake of jiva. Therefore Advaitins say, they are only one aspect of him, they are not essential, original nature of him. They are not his true nature of him, essential nature of him. He exhibits them for sake of jiva. It is their relative nature. This is what Advaitins say. Their relative nature. It is like a magnet. If there is some iron particles, iron pieces, somewhere near around, if it is away, it won't catch. But if it comes somewhere near it, immediately it catches. This magnet pulls it. Magnet pulls. Similarly, if jivas happen to be there, Ishvara appears as helping you. Okay. Ishvara appears as kind-hearted, helping you. See, if you are miserable, he helps you. All that he does it. But with reference to you, with reference to miserable jiva, with reference to suffering jiva, Ishvara appears as helping. And he does helps also. But that is his not essential nature. If it is his nature, he is bound by the feeling, that emotion. He has to express the emotion. If he doesn't find miserable jiva, he will go mad. Therefore, Ishvara is free. We say our Advaitins, Ishvara is a free Ishvara. His nature of compassion is from the standpoint of jivas. If jivas need, he expresses it. If a jiva doesn't need it, he is relaxed. He is happy. He doesn't feel the pressure of being compassionate. Because compassionate is not an emotion bothering him. It is not a burden upon him. He doesn't feel it, remains relaxed. If there is an atheist, he also enjoys with atheist. God doesn't feel restless. That's why Advaitins are relaxed. Even if our atheists are among us, atheists shout at God, that God doesn't say anything. God is relaxed. If he is a believer, he helps you. If he is atheist, it doesn't matter. So, Ishvara responds to according to your need. If you are a jiva praying, he responds to you. That means responding is not a need of Ishvara. It is the need of a jiva. A jiva needs it, so that way he responds. Like water. You drink water, it appeases your thirst. Okay. But water, it doesn't become restless that nobody drinks me these days. Oh, and people are ignoring me, neglecting me. If I don't drink, what kind of water I have? So nobody respects me, nobody cares for me. People have gone mad, they don't drink me at all. Does water ever worry? If water worries, then you always need thirsty people. So therefore you have to create artificial thirst in people. Isn't it? You have to create thirsty people because God is worried. You may create some miserable jiva so that he will be compassionate. So you have to be compassionate to God. Okay? We have to show your kindness to God because God is, poor fellow is miserable. So therefore let some jiva be suffering jivas so that he can be kind-hearted. Therefore, God's nature is compassion. All those gunas we accept. All those gunas we accept, but as long as you need those gunas, those qualities in God appear from your standpoint. According to your need, they appear. But when you don't need, he is himself. When water, if you drink, okay. If you don't drink, water remains itself happy. So therefore, others drinking me, I am helping others is not my pressing need. But all others, other than Advaitins, all other people, they say it is the nature of God to be compassionate. He has to be compassionate. Yes, I say, your need, jiva's need, okay. From the standpoint of jiva, you are imagining a quality in him. You are seeing a quality in him. That is okay from your standpoint. But why do you determine that that is his nature? It is not his essential. That is not his essential nature. That is his relative nature with reference to you. Otherwise, fire is hot. I'll give you another example. Fire is hot for whom? Does fire know that it is hot? Supposing fire is alive. Fire has a life. It is conscious. Fire is hot. Does fire know that it is hot? If it knows, if it were to know that it is hot, where would it go? It would run away. Where can it run? So fire is hot for us because we have a sense of touch. When we go near, we feel the heat. Does the fire know that it is hot? Sun is also, in summer it is very hot. Now you see summer is increasing. After this holy festival, you will see more heat. So we feel heat in the sun. Does sun feel hot? No. Sun doesn't feel hot. Sun feels natural as if he is in AC. Sun doesn't feel hot. If he feels hot, what will he do? He will have to pray to somebody, give me some water because I am getting heated up. So, similarly, fire doesn't feel the heat. You experience the heat in presence of fire. It is your experience. Fire doesn't fail. Similarly, Ishvara's nature of blessing, helping, being kind, all from the standpoint of Jiva. But on himself, what is he? You can't explain anything. In short, any quality, whether noble quality or wicked quality, is relative. Any quality, good quality, bad quality, noble quality, wicked quality, both are relative to somebody. Itself is neither good nor bad. A thing itself is neither good nor bad. If you use it, if it affects you badly, you call it bad. If it affects you positively, if it helps you, you feel it is good. But thing by itself is neither good nor bad. It just is. This is what Advaitins say. So they say Ishvara is of so and so quality. If that quality is fixed, his real nature, then Ishvara will become restless. Therefore, he will create all the time miserable jivas. If one jiva is problem solved, if one jiva's problem is solved, he goes to Vaikuntha. He gets liberated. If one jiva gets liberated, he says, oh please, you don't get liberated, you remain jiva so that I can help you, because I need somebody. Now it is a jiva, Ishvara's need that he wants some suffering jivas. Ishvara will become dependent. Sarvam paravasham dukkham sarvamatma vasham sukham. Manu says that anything you depend upon, anything, paravasham dukkham, wherever you depend on something, that is a sorrow. Where you are independent of anything, you don't need anything, you are on your own, that is real liberation, that is real freedom. When you are really free, you are happy. When you are dependent on something, however good it is, dependency itself is suffering. Dependency makes you dependent. That itself is a suffering, sorrow, because you always need something else. He may help you, but in case if he doesn't help, the moment he doesn't help, you will suffer. So the dependence itself is a suffering, is a sorrow. Therefore, sarvam paravasham dukkham, sarvamatma vasham sukham. Even in Dharma Shastra there is Vedanta. See, Manu talks of Dharma Shastra, but in between he talks of a lot of Vedanta in it also. So here, if Ishvara's quality of helping, blessing, etc., for the jiva's need, it is not his need. He is natural, spontaneous, he is self-existing, he is ever liberated, ever free. A liberated person, like water, like the sun. Sun is naturally illumination. It doesn't feel the need to illumine. Nobody receives my light, nobody acknowledges me, nobody praises me. Is sun ever worried that I have been giving light to so many people? Nobody thinks of me, nobody writes a single poem, nobody writes a song on me. Oh, how great you sun are, you are giving me light, and nobody praises me, nobody acknowledges, nobody does anything. Is sun ever worried? God is not worried. If jivas don't pray to him, God is not worried. This is Advaita. This is the Hindu idea of God. God is not worried. But if you pray, he responds to you. If you don't pray, it doesn't matter. He is also equally happy with you. No pressure on you. Because God himself doesn't feel the pressure. Why should he pressurize you? You feel the pressure, okay, I'll help you. If you are suffering, we'll help you. That is Ishvara's. So, our understanding of Ishvara is, you come out of your individual need. If you are in a particular condition, if you are restless, unhappy, if you need something, supposing you are suffering, you are hungry, you need food, you are thirsty, you need water, you are suffering some disease, you are looking for medicine. For such a person, you ask him, what is the society? You came to Bangalore, a new person, you don't know the language also, you are suffering, you are looking for somebody, nobody helps you because they don't understand your language. What will you? So you always look for somebody who helps you. When somebody talks to you, oh, Bangalore is a good city, people are very nice people, they talk to us, they help us. You call him good because you need help, therefore you call him. Therefore, you judge him. You judge his nature as good and bad depending upon my need. Okay. Similarly, the nature of God is determined by suffering jiva. Miserable jiva is determining the nature of God. That is okay, we can accept. But we are talking of the real nature of Paramatma. What is the real nature of God? How do we know? How do we know? As long as you are in need of something, you look for somebody who provides your needs, fulfills your needs. Okay, as long as you are in need of something, you look for who can help me, then only you give him certificate, you acknowledge him. But how do you know his real nature? You would not know, isn't it? It is like a dictionary. Dictionary is something, you see, you know the difference between a book and a dictionary. Dictionary, it won't tell anything on your own. You look for a particular word, it gives you the meaning. you have to search for it. You search for one word and that word it gives you. But a book, you cannot search. You have to read the whole book. The book has something to teach you. Book teaches you something. A dictionary doesn't teach you. It only, if you look for it, it will give you the meaning. Similarly, if you are looking for something, and that alone he provides, that means you don't know how much the other person is, what he is, you don't know. That's why many people, you see them, whatever you need, you ask him. He answers only that much. You ask something, he answers that much. Years passed. You thought that he knows only this much. One day somebody asked some other question. He told all those things. He says, you know all these things? I never knew that you know so many things. He says, I knew all those things. But why did I not know? Because you never asked. You looked for only water and food and he gave you water and food. You didn't know the other aspect of him. You never looked for his real nature. If you looked for his real nature, he would have revealed you. You looked for only water and food only, he gives you food and water. If you looked for, okay, you are giving me food and water, then what are you in fact? Oh, to understand it, you have to prepare yourself. You have to transcend your jivahood. Then you have to become me. Then only you will understand what I am. Okay. Then you transcend your jivahood. Jiva's needs, Jiva's suffering, Jiva's misery, all that. Then you become Ishvara. You understand what is Ishvara. Ishvara is complete, free and happiness, fearless and everything. And what he is not, he is everything. You cannot define, you cannot describe, because he is infinite, he is everything. No words are enough. No amount of words. No words can describe him. No dictionary can describe him. No book's whole language is not enough. Because what he is everything. You tell me whatever you want, he is there. Anything you look for, it is. Anything. Anything you say, it is there. Anything and everything is there. Your entire language is present in Ishvara. All your language. And even if there is no language also, he exists. That means with your mouth, whatever you can describe, what you can talk of, all that you find here. All the qualities, all the forms, all the names, everything you find. Even if your mouth stops speaking, even if your speech ends, still he exists. So God is such, Ishvara Paramatma is such that he is everything of what you describe and is more than your describability. He transcends your describability. He is more than what you can describe, more than you can think of. More than you can think of, more than you can describe, more than more than what you need. Generally, what I need alone, you look for it. I'll give you another example. You needed something, you need some cloth, okay, you find a cloth shop. You need something else, some book, you find a bookshop. One day he needed a chappal. Chappal means footwear. So he asked the people, where is the footwear shop? And he was looking for it, where is it? He asked somebody, he says, why are you asking? It is there just neighboring alone. You come out of the door, it is here alone. He went, he said, I never saw it. He went there, it is here. He asked him, when did you open this shop? He says, it is here for the last 20 years. He never looked at it. It is here, right here. Because he never looked for his chappal. Chappal means that footwear. He never looked for footwear, so the shop is here, he never knew. Similarly, you look for only what you need, but God is something more than your need also. He is much more than that. What is he? He is everything. He is infinite. He is everything. He is beyond what you can describe. This is Advaita. They see only relative nature. All other non-Advaitins, India, we have got many schools, many philosophies, many traditions, many books and many things. So we have Dvaita and everything we have here. So their God is only this much. So this relative idea of God, we also accept at a certain level. In Vedanta, Advaitins also accept that. So whatever all other schools of philosophy say, all that is included. We never reject it. That is also true. At certain level, in certain relationship, that is also true. But there is one more thing. One more step, a deeper step, that you never looked for it. You never understand it. If you look for it, you are understand. Therefore, people, we say, have vairagyam. Vairagyam means detachment. Person has to be mature enough that you come out of your petty needs of I need this thing, I need that thing, this simple daily needs of superficial needs, physical needs, needs of going to heaven, needs of fulfilling your desires, all that you transcend. When you are look out of your need, you look for only certain things. You want to understand God as He is. You come out of your needs, come out of your desires, come out with your fresh mind, which doesn't look for anything, which is not looking for, which is not desiring something, which doesn't need, doesn't desire anything. A desireless mind, a fresh mind, a clean mind, you come and see. You will see the God as a clean as He is. Then Paramatma is everything. He includes you, world and everything. He is total infinite. How much He is, no word can describe. He transcends all words, all expressions, all descriptions, all thoughts. That is absolute. Absolute is the only word we can say. Absolute means everything. And nothing is excluded. Therefore, in Sushupti, the third pada, Prajna, when we say he is Ishvara, Ishvara is in relationship with Jiva, with relationship with world. Therefore, he says, Yesha Sarveshwaraha. Okay. Yesha Sarveshwaraha, Yesha Sarvagnaha. He is omniscient God. He is a ruler, overlord. Ruler means overlord. He is a lord of everybody. Overlord means Lord of everybody. Sarveshwara. He is an overlord. Yesho Antaryami. He is Antaryami means he is an inner self of all of you. Yesha Yonihi. He is a cause of the world. He is the basis. He is the source of the world. From Him all the world, all jivas, everything manifests from Him. He is the source. And then Sarvasya Prabhavapyayo. He is the source of everything. He is the sustainer of everything, and He is the one dissolves everything into Himself. Yoni Prabhava Apyaya. Prabhavapyayav. He is a cause of it. Prabhavapyayav hi bhutanam. He is a cause means in India cause is different. In Shastras when we say, it is just general rule. A thing, whatever is the source of a thing, means from whichever thing something is born, when you break it, what happens? It goes back to its original nature. Anything you take it. Anything. A tree is born of earth. After some time, what will happen? When the tree lives for a few years, maybe 10, 20, 50, sometimes 100, 200 years. Some trees live for 200 years. What will happen? They dry up. After drying, what will they have? They fall on the ground and merge into earth. Because they are born of earth. They live by absorbing from the earth alone, taking water and the food from the earth. They absorb the food from the earth. They live on earth alone. Later, they merge back into earth alone. Because where else it will go? Our body is born of 5 elements. Water, food, and earth, water, heat. There is a heat in it. Water body in it. There is an element of water. Heat is there. And also earth element. Earth is also less. In fact, water is more. Scientists say there is more water and less of earth. More of water. Then after it dies, what happens? First all the water goes away. Then you burn it, it merges back into earth. Similarly, the entire universe is born of the pure existence. Ishvara is pure existence and consciousness, the deep sleep. From the deep sleep, the entire waking state arises. After arising, like a calf is born of cow. A calf is born of cow. Once it is born, it gets separated. Or any baby gets separated from mother. Even after mother dies, the baby survives. But here, a wave is born of water. But water can't go away and wave survive. It has to live on water alone. Therefore, from whomsoever I am born, I still live as a part of it alone. I still live as a part of it. So wave is born of water and sustained by water, dissolves back into water. An ornament is born of gold, sustained by gold and merges back into gold. Similarly, the entire waking state is born of deep sleep. That means pure existence, pure consciousness, that is witnessing consciousness. Then by whom is it sustained? After being born. After being born, it doesn't move away from God. The whole world, once it is born from Ishvara, doesn't move away from Ishvara. It is sustained by Ishvara. It lives as a part of Ishvara like hands and legs. They are part. Like hands and legs are part of me. Similarly, the earth and world and we are all part of Ishvara. That's why we are all limbs of Ishvara only. Where else can we go? You can't go away from Ishvara. We are born of Ishvara, sustained by Ishvara. That's why our hands and legs and mind and thoughts, everything is Ishvara. He pervades all of us. So, Ishvara is pervade. That's why all our creation, whether Pauranic, Vedic, Upanishadic, they all say present the creation in such a way that the original source is Ishvara. From him whatever is born doesn't move away from him. It is born and lives there alone. It is born there and lives there. Oh, what is this? Yes, it is born from there and lives still there alone. And again remains ultimately back into that. So it doesn't move away from Ishvara. Nobody goes away from Ishvara. Therefore, the things which are born from it still live in it, sustained by it. Therefore, Sushupti is the cause of it. So within the Sushupti, time and space and subject-object appear. Subject is consciousness. Object is consciousness. Time is consciousness. Space is consciousness. Therefore, in the witnessing consciousness, time appears, space appears. What is time and space? They are shape of the same consciousness. Time and place, or even subject and objects, they are only appearances of the same consciousness. Witnessing consciousness appears in different shapes. Therefore, world is only a shape of same Ishvara. Same Ishvara appearing in the form of the world, in the form of you and me and everybody, all of us. He appears of all these things. So therefore, we never move. But it looks that we are going away. It is only in our thinking. It is in our thinking we think that we have come away. Though you think you are away, in fact you are not moved away. You are still there alone. It is your wrong thinking that is giving you suffering. Correct your thinking, you are free. It is your thinking that is making you feel as if you are away. It is because of wrong thinking you feel as if you are moved away from Ishvara. So therefore you tell him you are Ishvara, Ishvara is everywhere, is all pervasive. Still it looks like a so theoretical, we don't understand. This we listen to a lot of Vedanta, still it looks theoretical only. It doesn't convince us, it doesn't touch us. Because the misunderstanding that I am away from the main truth, this thought of being away is not corrected. Without correcting it, you accumulate new ideas. What we need is correct the basic misunderstanding. People think that they retain the misunderstanding that I am Jiva, I am not Paramatma. He thinks that he is separate and keep on listening. Whatever he listens, all that he compiles as a concepts. You have the concept of one side that everything is Brahma, all Jagat is Brahma, I am Brahma. One side you have the concept, another side I am a Jiva, that continues. It's all waste. You listen, but you don't apply it to your heart. Similarly here, you say it is a snake. The snake is nothing but rope. He says, oh come on, here I am afraid. You seem to be telling the other person, you are telling that it is not snake, it is your misunderstanding, it is really rope. Rope is innocent, it doesn't frighten you, it will not bite you, you won't die. It won't bite you, you won't die, he tells. But even then he says, no, you seem to be telling good things, the other person says. You seem to be telling good thing, but I am afraid here. Let us go into the other room and listen. Close the door and sit in the sofa. You are telling something, tell me. There is no snake and it is only rope. It is fearlessness. Oh, what you tell me is very nice. I am feeling very happy. But again, then come on, go into the room. Oh, there is a snake. Don't tell me. Don't tell me, I won't go. That means your misunderstanding of snake, you retain one side. Other side, you listen all like a concepts. You keep on gathering concepts. Compiling all ideas of all philosophy. You fill up your brain with a lot of ideas and concepts and arguments, but the misunderstanding remains. Both go side by side. Samsara remains the same. His purpose of his teaching, sitting in the sofa and sitting, is to correct that misunderstanding that it is not rope. He says, I heard you. Then what is that? I heard you, you told me very nice things. Oh, you are so learned man, you are so educated, you helped me, you informed me so many good things which I did not know. Oh, you gave me so much of information. So thank you, he tells again and again. But after, okay, come on, go into the room. Hey, you can't tell me that there is a snake, how can I go? Then what did you listen means? Didn't you listen what I told? What I told you? Oh, I heard. Did you listen properly? Yes, I listened. Did you understand? Perfectly, every sentence I can repeat to you if you want. I can repeat everything if you want. I've understood everything. Then what happened? Oh, you don't tell me to go into the room, there is a snake. What is the use? The purpose of teaching is to correct that misunderstanding. So, like this, we compile ideas. What do you do with all the ideas? So that's why he say, there is no inquiry. He's not questioning his thought that it is a snake. We are asking you, is it a snake? Question that first. He doesn't question, because questioning an entrenched idea, a fixed idea, a certain ideas which we take for granted that I am an individual, I am the body, I am sense organs, I am mind, I am an individual, I am suffering, I am born, I am subject to death. These ideas I have about myself. People are ready to listen any amount of information because it is nice and safe and comfortable to listen a lot. But you question, oh, that's very painful. Questioning a fixed idea, entrenched idea is difficult. Anywhere, you question your idea. Are you really individual? Are you Jiva? You question that first. He says, what are you talking? I am Jiva. I know I am already individual. Are you individual? We are asking. Oh, it is your philosophy. Oh, according to you, I am not individual. Okay, I shall note down and leave it. But why do you compile his opinion? You question first. He says, that is difficult. You tell me, I will note down. They listen to Vedanta as Shankaracharya's opinion or Upanishadic opinion and gather the opinion, write down, note down, memorize and go away. What is the use? You question your life. Am I the individual? Am I this body, this individuality? Oh, this is painful. This is painful. But that's what is a great tapas. Vedanta is a great tapas. Questioning, challenging your entrenched ideas, questioning it is most painful. But that should be ready. It is more difficult than they say, it is more difficult than conquering the world. Alexander conquered the world, they say. Alexander of Macedonia visited India also in our history books. He conquered many countries. It is easy to conquer, but conquering yourself, questioning yourself is painful, very, very difficult. But Vedanta tells you only this painful work. Otherwise you won't get it. Okay, therefore, Sushupti is Ishvara. He is the cause of it. He says, Sarveshvaraha. Therefore, Ayam Esha Eva hi Sakshi Swarupada Pratyutaha Prabodhe Swapnecha. So he is, oh, time is up? Okay, I will finish it. Anyway, it can't be finished. There is a big, anyway, I'll just summarize it. Prabodhe Swapne Picha Sarvasyapi Bhedajatasya Sadige. He is the Ishvara of the entire universe. Your mind, your thinking, your feelings, your experiences, what you perceive, the external world, time, place, the wakeful, the witnessing consciousness is the source, is the truth of entire state. Within, what is within it, what is the state and what is within it, and you also. Everything, it is the source of it. It is the truth of it. That is Ishvara. It is Savishendriya Lakshanasya Sarvasyapi. Prapanchasya Prana Sanyake Prajno Eva Eki Bhavo Bhavati Iti Vijnayate. Okay. Then the question changes, paragraph changes. We will discuss tomorrow. Okay. Next, there is something more about Ishvara. And then one more point is there. After that, directly Turiya. In fact, we have already started Turiya. This is the first step of Turiya. Next step we will discuss and show what is Turiya. Okay, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tat.